Good afternoon. If you've ever went to recover a vehicle, pick up a vehicle, or had a race car breakdown and had issues getting it onto your trailer, this might be for you. So this is what I decided. So this is my car hauler. Not a fancy one, but it gets the job done. And as you can see, I don't have a winch. So it makes it really tough when you've got to get a car that doesn't run or drive up onto the trailer. So what I decided to do was put a winch on. Now, obviously that's an easy solution, but I didn't want my winch just sitting here. Let's say I leave my trailer outside, or it rains and the winch gets wet. Just gonna make your winch deteriorate faster. And I didn't want that. Didn't want somebody to come by and swipe it either. So what I did was this. So this is my winch. That's just a little 2,000-pound winch, but it'll get any car rolling if it'll go into neutral, that is. So what this is, it's a plate. It's a pretty heavy-duty plate, and the winch bolts to the plate. Then you've got some good-sized chain with some hooks on the end. So what this lets you do is winch pretty much anything from anywhere. So I obviously, all this battery cable here, use some pretty heavy-duty stuff. I think this is, what gauge is that? I can't see it on the cable anymore. 1 gauge maybe? But some pretty thick cable, and it's got some clamps on the other end, so it can clamp onto any battery. And this will go about 25 feet, I think, is how much cable I've got here. So you can wrap these chains around anything you want. A telephone pole maybe. See that telephone pole there? So you could wrap your chain around a telephone pole and winch something to it. Let's say it's stuck in a field and you can't get back to it, but you've got enough winch cable to get to it. So connect this to your truck, car, whatever. Then wrap your winch chains around something sturdy, telephone pole, or your car. What I do, actually, see if I can get this video as I do it. So what I do, I take my winch like so. And I set it right there. And then with my chains, I wrap it around here, and I come back up to there. Just enough chain to do it. So that is how my winch sits. And it's pulling around on the frame there of the trailer. Pulls it right up onto the trailer. Works really good. And I think this winch was fairly cheap, maybe 80 bucks, and that plate was maybe 40 bucks. It was actually a pre-made plate that I bought. This thing was, I don't know where I got it from. Maybe Northern Tool. That's where I get a lot of my tools from. I like those guys. But it's a good winch. It's got a little hand control right here. In and out. Easy deal. So let's say you had a winch mounted on your truck, but you just couldn't get your truck in the right position. This is a great example of another way to use a winch. So check that out. Right there. Now obviously you can shorten the chains. You can put them inside this plate a little farther. Make it so that it's not, the chains aren't so long right there. It gives you a good idea. I'll put a link in the description for that plate and for the winch. The winch isn't anything fancy. It's just a little ATV winch. I think a little 2,000-pound winch. But like I said, it'll get a car rolling. As long as you're not trying to pull dead weight with it. If you've got your car in neutral and you're trying to pull it up on a trailer. That's what I use every time, either for my Mustang or any other cars I try to recover. But anyway, have a good one, and we'll catch you next time.